I gotta ask you a question that you do know the
Good
answer.
evening, good evening.
This is the agenda of the regular board meeting, President, Board of Trustees, Village of Burnham IL County, Illinois, today is December 10th, 2024. Will take all the roll, please.
Trustee Cap?
I'm here.
Trustee Hodges?
Here.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Here.
Trustee Richardson?
Here.
Trustee Claybrook?
Here.
Quorum is present, and Trustee Richardson, will you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Are there any approval or corrections of the minutes of the board meeting that was held on November 26, 2024? Any correction to the minutes? Well, hearing none, I will ask for a motion to approve the minutes for November 26, 2024.
I make a motion to approve the minutes for November 26, 2024.
There's a motion on the floor by Trustee Claybrook to approve the minutes for November 26, 2024. Do we have a second?
A second.
A second by Trustee Richardson. Will clerk call the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed, thank you. Before we open the meeting to the public, do you have anything to address to the board? Yeah, please give us your name and keep your comments to 3 minutes, please, so we can move the meeting readily along. At this time, I would ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
I motion to open the meeting to the public.
There's a motion on the floor by Trustee Hodges to open the meeting to the public. Could we have a second, please?
Second.
And second by Trustee Claybrook. Will clerk call the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Yeah, motion passed, so the meeting is now open to the public, this side.
Yes, I'm John Haidu. This is for the board. Tonight, you guys are voting on whether or not to raise our taxes again. Cap, Hodges, Claybrooks. Let's see if any of you three have the courage to vote no to raising our taxes yet again. In July of this year, the Harvey mayor put a freeze on their taxes. Why the heck can't we? Also tonight, you guys are voting on whether or not to spend 60 grand on obsolete water department equipment. So I'm assuming the equipment still works. It's merely obsolete. I have a 2000 Chevy Blazer. I have my cell phone, a computer. They're all obsolete. But I can't go buy one with Burnham tax money. So I guess I just gotta keep on using them. It's just the way we gotta work in the real world. Now Hodges, last April, I asked you if you could replace the rim and backboard over at Burnham Park. I think it was March that the park removed them. I still don't know why they removed them. Long story short, you blew me off. I was simply trying to keep the kids off the streets, and you knew that. None of the kids are mine. I was wondering what happened with that. Also, you said you never attended a park board meeting. I said, whatever. I asked you, have you ever visited the village website? There's no picture or village email address for you. You've been a trustee for over 3 years now. Why no picture or no village email? I was gonna email you with some of these questions. You could laugh all you like. It
I'm
doesn't make
smiling,
it.
I'm smiling.
Was that a smile?
I'm
Okay.
smiling.
Okay.
I love to see you.
You say I'm disrespectful to you? Well, it seems Polk and Chavez are rather disrespectful as well. I believe they run the website. Lastly, Hodges and Polk concerning the Christmas toy drive. Why isn't Burnham School involved in that? Isn't the school about the kids? About Burnham kids? Polk, I asked you 4 or 5 years ago why Burnham School wasn't involved in a back-to-school event. You said it was an oversight. What's your reasoning for it now? You tried to take our tax money away from the kids and teachers a month or two ago. You don't include them in the back-to-school events or toy drives. Why can't you all support and respect Burnham School? That's all I got.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments? Are there any other public comments? I'll ask for a motion.
Sure, yes, I do. My name is Mr. Hunter. I happened to watch one of the meetings and I noticed a gentleman bring up about, one of
when street lights were out, or he wanted to get a street light, but I think he was talking about street lights are out. Then I heard at least, maybe 2 trustees, but I'm pretty sure I heard Clerk Chavez say, well, it's faster if you call yourself and go to the ComEd website and call yourself. When I heard that, I'm like, what kind of gall to tell a resident that they should call on their own? I would think a resident should be able to call here and you write it down and you give it to Wayne, or if you wanna call in yourself, but if a resident alerts you of an issue, I mean, I think that's pretty ignorant. I'm not IBPO if somebody told me to make a call. Also, there are different kind of lights we have in Burnham. You can call ComEd for the telephone pole lights that are in the alleys, but we have lights that are our responsibility in multiple places that aren't involved with ComEd. You may use ComEd to change the light bulbs now because you don't really have a bucket truck and somebody capable of doing that, which was done before your administration, but I'd imagine you probably don't change light bulbs anymore. You subcontract or do whatever. But I didn't think that that was fair to tell a resident that. Also, I heard a resident bring something up about, can you have a resident parking only sign? And I heard you shoot that down. Well, we don't do resident parking only signs for anybody. Now, right across the street from me, there's a church, and that church put in their own their own signs for church parking in front of their church. And they did that the day after 3 of the parkway trees were trimmed. Another tree was trimmed. The company spent all day out there trimming trees for this church. And I'd imagine it was on my tax dollars. I've never really seen that kind of tree trimming go on with that kind of effort. But it was done at the church, and I'm like, wow, somebody must know them. Somebody must have some connection to do that. Then the next day I seen them put up signs. Well, Mr. Polk, I've emailed you twice, maybe 3 times, and I've talked to you personally about it. Why are you allowing a church to put up their own signs that designate their own parking? And they don't even pay real estate taxes. You're not gonna give it to your own residents, but you did it for a church. And I don't know if that's in spite to me, which it probably is, but it hasn't been corrected yet. And I think that's kind of a nasty attitude to take about it if you did, and I would think you should take care of it. On the way over here, there's a resident who was raking up their leaves under the parkway, has about 8 big piles of them. I'm pretty sure it's the woman that works for the village here doing the cleaning. I'd like to say when you do when she makes a call to either Dwayne personally or what she does, that you should check the rest of the village, at least my side of town, and look at the 5 or 6 other leaf piles that have been there for a long time. Some are on Burnham Avenue, they're scattered, but you should clean up all of them and not do it for one person.
Well, your time is up. I thank you. Are there any other public comments? Are there any other public comments? Okay, I'll ask for a motion to close the meeting to the public.
I make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
There's a motion on the floor by trustee CLEYBROOKS to close the meeting to the public. Could we have a second, please?
Second.
Second by trustee Richardson. Will the clerk call the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
All right, motion passed. Thank you very much for your comments.
You're welcome.
Some of them are just, repetitious, complaints, and, you know, some of them don't really have any real validity. And a lot of things that come here are just absolutely categorically not true. It's not true, so. But, if they continue to be expressed, and of course, we're here to hear what you have to say, so then we have to listen to it, so. And you're free to express that. Let's see, so in the mayor's report, I would like to emphasize we have people dumping in the middle of the night or whenever they dumping stuff in different places, and I don't know if that's being done on purpose to try to make the village look bad, or just creating extra work or expense against the village. But sooner or later, we're gonna catch them, sooner or later.
Where are they dumping? Where are they dumping things?
In spots that the village doesn't cut the weeds.
Well, I think the last one was over there by where the old wine mill used to be, right, Wayne?
Yeah.
And end up in that behind condos, and eventually we're gonna block that off, you know, so people can't get up in there. I am excited to report that Luce and I,
Get married?
was able to, you know, in other words, the tax issue is certainly a very important issue, and we are working with other agencies and governments to try to come up with some relief. And we discovered that, you know, a couple of people, I mean, who have been tremendously helped because of, the meeting we had at the school, so that was very productive, and, so Luce and I did oversee that today, kind of, got some additional information about it, so. We also had, a tree that fell out of my yard the other day on Mackinac, maybe 140, 157 Mackinac. So I knew eventually, if one of them trees would fall, I knew that burden was gonna fall on the village. So, but sure enough, I mean, the tree falls, the wind blows the tree down, blows across the sidewalk. Then a resident gets on the phone and starts calling us. That house has nothing to do with us. I mean, but it still is a constant burden. I mean, whether it's raccoons in the house, or trees falling, or tall weeds, or whatever it is, so.
That's what
Going on the sidewalk.
So, so that's all I have to report on that. Clerk'S.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Just want to mention the holiday hours for the clerk's office. Tuesday, December 24th, we will be open from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Closed for Christmas, Wednesday, December 25th. On Tuesday, December 31st, the office will be open from 9 to 12 p.m. Closed Wednesday for January 1st. And that is all I have. Yeah.
Okay, Clerk'S, thank you for that information and your report. Public education, health, safety, and welfare. Trustee Greer.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Burnham Fire and Medical report. This is for the month of November 2024. There were, for fire calls, there were 10. 6 during the day and 4 during night. There were 2 car fires. There was a cooking fire, 3 fire alarm malfunctions, 1 investigation, 1 special service call, 1 CO detector, carbon monoxide detector. And for ambulance calls, there were 46, 23 during the day and 23 during the night. There were 5 psych incidents, 2 diabetic incidents. There were 6 trouble breathing, 6 chest pains like heart attack, 1 unresponsive subject, 1 broken bone. There were 4 closed wounds, 1 overdose, 1 head injury, 2 convulsions. There were 11 other medical injuries, 1 pain not specified, 4 CVA suspects, and 1 high fever illness. So that was all for the month of November. Ambulance was pretty busy during the month of November. And I'm sure Jeff will elaborate more on this, but I just want to say the Christmas toy drive is still accepting donations through December the 14th. And we thank everyone that is bringing the toys in to give a little joy to our local children. And so we will be accepting donations until December the 14th. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Greer, and I would like to add to your report that Mr. Rush was found dead this morning at 145th and Yates, so you can add that to the report. Okay, Public Works and Building, Trustee Claybrook.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, what Jerry mentioned, about the leaf collector, that was in my report. Public Works is still running the leaf collector, and, you gotta leaves, park, rake by your parkway, you can still give us a call, and, we definitely get everywhere throughout the village. And, Wayne, you have anything?
You know, kind of like, weather permitting, it's below zero. It's kind of, leaf collector out there to do that, So I would say, we'd be right on top of it. It's just the fact that, the weather, and, one of our guys is on vacation now, so.
Yeah, but we'll
look into it.
definitely get on.
We'll look into it.
Yeah.
Well said.
And, that's all I have, but I just wanna wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
I have a comment on the leaves. The Homeway Disposal stopped picking them up too, so if you put them in a separate can or you put them in a plastic bag, they're not picking them up. But I had some in a paper bag they did pick up for me, so maybe they're still picking up
You put it
paper,
in a paper bag, they'll pick it up.
or put in your garbage can.
Put them in a
Those are
plastic don't, bag, they John. won't pick them
Has
up
for 10
anytime.
years, mix it with your garbage.
I said, if you put them in a plastic bag, they won't pick them up anytime.
But my neighbor did that, she said, how come they didn't pick them up, what are they in, plastic bag? And then the plastic garbage can didn't get dumped either, but my paper bag got picked up. So just let you know.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Thank you, trustee Claybrook. On the ordinance resolution, and planning trustee Garcia.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, finance trustee, Captain trustee Cap, when you raised the levy, would you also explain the detail as to how that process works?
Yes. First off, I want to talk about the speeders. I was working on leaves yesterday and today, and I called in 3 times for speeders. There was a 66, a 77, and an 85 that went by my house. And the 77 was from Lansing, the 67 lives in Burnham, and I didn't get an update on Jesse where the 85 lived, but it's ridiculous. It's like, people don't care. So,
Sometimes we catch them, sometimes we don't. So
that 85 would have been tough to catch even if you were out there, because he was going fast. So,
Gotta be there.
okay, discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve the Village of Burnham's aggravated levy for 2024 for compliance with the Truth in Taxation Law as being $4,934,000. The aggravated amount was determined based on the 2023 agency tax rate report for the extension grand total of $4,698,860. Multiply the amount by 105% and it's rounded off the amount. So I make a motion to pass the aggravated levy for 2024 at $4,934,000.
now, would you just kind of explain to the board and the
I
public?
think
exactly what it
I read the explanation already. It's based on last year's number and we increased it 105%. That's what we could do legally without going to referendum.
Okay,
Good
Did we
enough?
increase it 105% or 5%?
105, up 5, plus 5,
Right.
105
Right.
the previous year.
The max.
So, I made a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Kevin, the clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Cap,
Yes.
trustee Hodges,
Yes.
trustee Garcia, trustee Greer,
Yes.
trustee Richardson,
Yes.
trustee Claybrook.
Yes.
Discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve on ordinance number 2024-0-007, an ordinance levying taxes for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2024, and ending April 30th, 2025, of the Village of Burnham, Cook County, Illinois, 60633-2081. So I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance number 2024-0-007, an ordinance levying taxes for the fiscal year beginning May 1st and ending April 30th, 2025, for the Village of Burnham.
Okay, so there's a motion on the floor to approve ordinance number 2024-0-007. The motion was made by trustee Cap, so can we have a second, please?
Second.
And second by trustee Richardson, will the clerk call the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you. And I believe the amount of this tax is, what is this, like about 5% or something? It's figured into the mother plan, right?
It's like a funny, it's a number that, it's like your wish list number, that if everybody paid their taxes and you received everything, ideally, that's what we'd ask for. It's not a, like, carved in stone amount.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Is that
Public
five,
utilities?
I'm sorry, is that 5% of 4 million then? It goes up?
No, we'll have to take it coming after the meeting.
Okay, okay.
Raising our taxes even now.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve the quote from Metropolitan Pump Company for new equipment and services at the Village of Burnham Water Pump Station at the cost of $59,760. These improvements pertain to the obsolete equipment at the water pump station.
Okay, Mr. Lewis.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I would like to just, speak a little bit about the, improvements to give a little bit more insight on that. Basically, the pump station has been operating off of old technology, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with the computer systems that you may have from the 80s, the 90s to now, where the computers at the pump station are now not serviceable, meaning that if there's something that goes wrong with it, it won't be able to be serviced. So we're in a position now where we either can have a dangerous position of not having the equipment be serviced if need be, but this system doesn't communicate, meaning it doesn't communicate to the cloud. And that's 21st century technology. And all villages are now being mandated by the EPA to be compliant with 21st century compliance. And so by doing that, we have to bring the pump station up to today's standards in order to make sure that we are being good stewards of this facility. And so this is one of the major upgrades that was probably overdue, but now we need to take care of that in order to make sure that we are across the board, making sure that that station is able to run efficiently and effectively for the 21st century. And so we've looked into it, and this is one of the best options that we could come up with without going. There's a lot more that, I don't wanna say it, but there's a lot more that other things that you can do, but this is the imperative parts that need to be taken care of in order for us to be 21st century compliant.
I do. Oh, for that.
No. Is there any questions from the board?
Less people working at home, right?
No.
I'll proceed. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
So I'd like to make a motion to approve the Metropolitan Pump Company for new equipment and services at the Village of Burnham's water pump station at the cost of $59,760.
Okay, so the motion on the floor by trustee Richardson and second by trustee Garcia, will clerk call the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Thank you, motion passed. Yeah, for the sake of clarity, Luke just showed me this, so it says a property tax levy is the total amount of money to be raised from the property tax as set forth in the budget for the local government of the tax jurisdiction. So, we always try to keep, our budgets as low as possible so we can keep them balanced throughout. And, we have not had to go beyond that at any time in the sense that, since I've been sitting here, so I think we're doing okay on that.
I have one more thing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're gonna have Lahi at the community center this Saturday from 10 to 2. And you can bring in your documents to get help with your electric, gas, water. So it's a lot of specifics, but they'll have that information. I'm sure most of the people probably already is familiar. Oh, okay. Oh, they're not doing the water, okay. So it's gonna be furnace and weatherization. But it'll be this Saturday at the community center from 10 to 2, so if you know of anyone that need help, please let them know.
Will you be coming to the senior
Okay,
center
thank you.
or just the community center?
Thank you,
We're at the
trustee.
community center this Saturday.
Okay, Parks and Recreation, trustee Hodges.
Good evening. I'm excited about toy giveaway, our annual toy giveaway, which is instituted, the year I became a trustee. So I'm really excited about this. Thank you all for your help. So we got some toys, just like some toys set up. I want to thank the people for donating some, really great toys. And of course, the children of Burnham School are more than welcome because they're part of the village of Burnham. We all together, as I keep saying the word teamwork. So it's not, we ain't trying to separate. We are here together, work together. So the kids who are at the school are more than welcome to be part of the toy giveaway. That is understood. Also, we got some really cool stuff going on. Principal Geraci is actually, if you love to, anybody would like to mentor some of the kids at the school, you can contact Principal Geraci, be part of the mentor program, if you love the children so much. Also, there's an open gym going on this Saturday at the Calumet Memorial Park District, and that's going on, I believe, it's at 2 o'clock this Saturday, and they do have a $5 entry fee, but if you're not able to pay that, let me know, I'll take care of it, we'll get that taken care of for you.
I'll help you.
Oh, yeah, we got you. I'm gonna take care of that, because this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing. I've been a consistent person working with our community the whole time. I'm just not showing up for an election. So we have that going. Also, we have open, I just got, here, we have Winter Wonderland Movie Day, which is really free. It's from 2 to 5:30 p.m. at Calumet Memorial Park District. 600 Oaklesby is free. It's gonna be a movie day for everybody, for the whole family, December 14th, Saturday. It's gonna be really, really fun, and you guys are more than welcome to come. Also, the one thing I would like to address that I gotta get better at politics. I'm not really good at going around telling everybody all the things I do. That's why I get dressed all the time like I don't do anything. But I do a lot. We do a lot at the school. You can actually go talk to the superintendent, Geraci. You understand? Last year for Public Works, what did we do for Public Works Day?
Public Works Week.
Public Works Week, we was able to celebrate. We got the kids from the school to come together with the cool people who are from the village to work with the people at the village to understand what we do at the village. We actually brought the kids from the school to Village Hall, and we played games. They got to hang out with the mayor, with the Public Works. But this is a whole separate thing. These are different things we've been doing with that school. Pardon me, but I don't go around telling everybody all the things, because that's not what it's about with me.
It's not on the flyer.
It's really from my heart. And that's one thing I want people to know. It's from my heart. So that's may be some things you may not know. Jeff is all over the place yelling. I don't be on all the video. It's not my thing. It's not Jeff's thing. Some people may do that. It's not Jeff's thing. And so I was just now I got to hang out with the school. We did a field trip with the school. No one knew about that. That wasn't a thing Jeff was going around telling everybody. I didn't go around telling everybody. Jeff is one of the chaperones at the field trip with the kids.
You went to Springfield, is that correct?
Yeah, I went to Springfield, and I want the kids I'm not trying to brag, it's just I'm not really good at politics, I'm not good at this, but those are different things I did, and it's like, maybe we have to go back and forth about the things I do. I want everybody to know that I'm trying my best. I'm gonna keep doing it, that's why I'm gonna keep doing it. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna work hard for Burnham. I love you, so I'm done, thank you.
Thank you. Like I said at the last meeting, I'll say it again today, when a person continues to put you down, and it's because he wants to be where you are. And don't forget I said that.
Soon coming.
All right, are there any presentation of petitions, communication, memorial?
I have a quick one.
Okay.
Hey, on Saturday, the 30th, Mount Carmel won their third straight, state football title, and I've been coaching for 5 years, so, and I wore this shirt today in honor of them, so it's our third straight title, so I'm really proud. It was a big day. It was cold. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, trustee. Cap, do we have any unfinished business?
Should we do a moment of silence for Mr. Rush, or is it too early?
We could.
We probably should. Could we pause for a moment of silence for Mr. Rush, who passed away today? Thank you.
Okay, okay. On the new business, would you take that, trustee Garcia?
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve on authorizing the canceling of the scheduled board meeting on December 24th, 2024.
So there's a motion on the floor to, cancel the meeting the day before Christmas, so could we make a motion to do that?
So I make a motion and authorizing the canceling of the scheduled board meeting on December 24th, 2024.
Okay, so we
I'll
have a,
second it.
okay, the motion was made by trustee Garcia and the second by trustee Cap to, cancel the meeting on Christmas Eve. Could we call a roll, please?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
All right, motion passed, proceed.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to adopt or not adopt the schedule of the 2025 regular board meetings of the president and board of trustees of the village of Burnham.
Any questions or comments? Okay, I'll ask for a motion.
I make a motion, to approve the schedule of the 2025 regular board meetings of the president and board of trustees of the village of Burnham.
Okay, so there's a motion on the floor by trustee Garcia to approve the schedule of the board meetings. Could we have a second, please?
I second it.
A second by trustee Hodges, but clerk take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
All right, motion passed, so we don't have anything for executive session. So I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
There's a motion on the floor by trustee Claybrook. Can we have a second to adjourn, please?
I second it.
A second by trustee Hodges, but clerk call the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer? Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
All right, motion passed. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.
What about those